every day I'm updating you guys on the polls. We're doing a power panel on Friday here. Let me give you a quick update on the latest. So
we're going to do an hour of it.
No.
Like right soon.
No, I know. No, but we've got stories about the election. But this is specifically about what do the polls say 4 days out, okay? And so, yes, there is a giant number of polls. Yes, there's the aggregate polls. There's the swing states, the national polls. The national polls are not important. What's important is the swing state polls. So yesterday I sounded the alarm on New Hampshire. I said, it's going. If it goes and it takes Colorado with it, we've lost the election, okay? No, I'm sorry, even with...
Not necessarily.
No. Yes, necessarily. Look, first of all, I'll tell you that.
Not necessarily.
No. If you lose Colorado and New Hampshire, there is like an 85% chance you've lost the election.
Why? Okay. Because that means you've already lost Florida, North Carolina,
Nevada.
Nevada.
You would have to somehow have miraculously won Florida and North Carolina, even though you lost Colorado and New Hampshire.
Well, you would have to assume that there was something demographically distinct about those sets of states.
Yeah, but I've seen the tracking. So
I largely agree with you. I don't like the word necessarily.
If Florida is at a 2-point advantage for Hillary Clinton, as an example, let's say 2 weeks ago, right? Well, New Hampshire was at a 6 to 8 point advantage. If she slipped that much in New Hampshire, what, the good people in Florida get completely different news down in Florida? In the old days when they used to look, I get your news here in the local corner. In Orlando, they got totally different news than they did in Nashua. Not today. We all have the same news. And so it's all of them are moving in the same direction. They're all moving against Hillary Clinton. But what I was going to say is today, a tiny bit of good news, a little bump up towards Clinton in the latest set of polls, especially in Florida. No, the panic in New Hampshire is now nationwide.
By the way, there is tape of, you had this guy Michael Schur on the show once, one of the panels, after the, and actually you might not have been here, it may have been when John was here, the day the email story broke. No, you were here. And I said, this is going to matter most in New Hampshire. It's mattering, it seems, most in New Hampshire.
Remind me why you said that.
I said it because of the conservative live free or die streak in New Hampshire, but also because the Ayotte Hassan race is the one that was going to be most affected by it because it was the closest Senate race, and anything that would cast doubt on Hillary Clinton helped Kelly Ayotte, and by turns also help Donald Trump there.
Also, just in reference to that show that we did, we talked about the prediction by Nate Silver that this could theoretically raise Trump's chances to 35%. And in their tracking polls plus thing, it's exactly 35%, which seems a little suspicious to me.
And Daily Kos Politics, their rating went down today. Clinton's probability of winning the race went down from 92% to 91%.
Panic total horse crap.
Is it Daily Kos?
Look,
I agree. That's crap,
no one called out Nate Silver more than I did during the primaries, but I think how he's got it right now is exactly right. I think it's at 35%. That's where we thought it was going to be after the FBI things. We were right, but partly based on Nate's analysis of it too at the time. So I think that's exactly where we are today. He's got a 35% chance of winning.
I think it's lower, and in our post-game polls analysis, there's one state that leads me to believe that it's lower, and I will reveal why.
I think that you should vote like it's 50%. I mean, I think that I would never say that it's in the bag, even if I believe it's in the bag. Hey, vote, but do not be complacent at all. I mean, that's the thing.
You guys are still in the clouds, man. You both still think there's almost no chance that she's going to lose.
I don't know how you go from 15 seconds ago, I said, I think he has a slightly lower chance than 35% to my head is in the clouds.
You don't believe it.
I could be 2 percentage points lower than you.
No, you haven't internalized it. You don't really believe that possibility that Trump could be president
I think it's a
for 4
possibility.
years.
Why do you think my Twitter activity has largely been attacking the jackasses that are raising his odds in the first place? It's because it's all I think about. I just think it's somewhere around 28 to 30%.
All right. Look, guys, so this election hinges on about 7 states or so, roughly. Okay, New Hampshire, Colorado, Virginia, Pennsylvania,
Nevada.
Florida. It might be just 5 because, look, Nevada, yes, theoretically.
If she takes that, then she doesn't even need New Hampshire, theoretically. And I understand that those things will go in trends and all that, but that's a consideration.
I'll put Nevada in there. I really think she's not going to win Nevada, but
that's entirely possible. That's entirely possible.
But it's within 2 points, so of course she could win it. Of course.
Early voting in Nevada, especially in Clark County, has been so disproportionate to any other previous year Clark County is where Las Vegas is. It's where most of the Democratic vote is, where most of the vote in
You're
the state
saying that
is.
the early voting in that county?
Yeah.
I've heard that overall it looks very much like 2012 for the Democrats, the early voting numbers.
They're saying, and John
Overall.
Ralston's reporting, and a lot of the voter news services out of Nevada are saying that this is it's unprecedented. Of course, there's no precedent to early voting, but it's so much more than it had been in the past.
Okay, I'll tell you this. When the East Coast starts reporting, there's the 3 dominoes that you have to look at. Starting in the north, New Hampshire. Then you go down to North Carolina, 4, North
theoretically,
Carolina and
Pennsylvania.
Virginia, okay?
Which will come earlier than New Hampshire.
Okay.
Poll closings.
And then Florida. If he has got New
Pennsylvania's
Hampshire.
like 3 points right now.
Yeah, you're right. No, Pennsylvania too. You're right. The 5 states in the basically.
Even with my head in the clouds,
East.
I saw that one.
To me, on election night, Pennsylvania is the bellwether, because if she wins by 5 or 6 points in Pennsylvania, to me, that's the one that indicates.
If she loses Pennsylvania,
then it's
probably already over.
That's pretty rough.
Well, I mean, that's
No, I'm serious. If she loses Pennsylvania, how the fuck is she gonna win?
I will say I like probably better than necessarily.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I would say probably.
If she loses Pennsylvania, she wins by winning Florida and North Carolina and Virginia and Colorado and Nevada.
She's not gonna win those. She's not gonna win North Carolina if she lost Pennsylvania. So, all right, guys. Anyway, that's where we stand now. 35% chance. And if she loses Pennsylvania, get ready to have a heart attack. And if she loses New Hampshire, then sit on the very edge of your seat the rest of the night, because it is going to be nip and tuck. And I have no idea. At that point, I would put Trump as the favorite if he wins New Hampshire. So, okay, that's where we are right now.
I've never heard
Or
you
some
make that
people
sound
are,
before.
but that's a good sound. Yeah.
I've never heard you make that sound.
The election is coming. There's so much you get with Young Turks membership. You get the full 2-hour show of the Young Turks every single day. It's commercial free. You get Aggressive Progressives. You get all the other network shows that we put together. What else? Post games, right? And other things. And hugs and kisses and rainbows. You know what?
Somebody go get a 6-pack.
And let's all enjoy membership together. tytnetwork.com/join.